seems like overall like more of a challenge. The fact that you don't have Master Chief, because you know Master Chief, you know, got the armor and stuff, and in this game there's no armor, so you actually die faster. You're not as protected, so it makes it more challenging, but in a good way. You know, it's not like you can't win or anything, but it makes it more challenging in a good way. So yeah, this game has a lot going for it. A lot going for it. You will not be disappointed at all. You know, so that's something that I really noticed that I thought was kind of crazy. Woo! Now that's gangster right there. You see that? That is gangster right there. That's crazy. Now I want to go on to the sound of the game, because the gameplay is solid, the frame rate, everything is good. I just wish you could have a run button or situation. But other than that, the gameplay is solid, it's smooth, AI is great, and everything. Now, the graphics are unimpressive, like I said before. Textures is kind of bland, it's not as detailed, you know, so that's the way I felt about it. It don't look horrible, it just could have been a lot better. You know, it's Halo. Now, the sound of the game. I know a lot of people don't talk about sound as much or don't acknowledge sound like they should, but let me tell you guys this, alright? The sound in this game is horrible from what I've been experiencing in the first few levels of this game. The reason why is because you're in a first-person shooter. You're shooting things. This is supposed to be an epic game, and the sound makes you want to go to sleep. You hear that? Do you hear that? How are you supposed to get hype to some boring opera go to sleep music? You hear that? You gotta be kidding me. Now, wait, before I leave the gameplay portion, I just want to say something real quick. The fact that you could just push up on the directional pad and it tells you where to go in terms of, you know, like an on-screen map, that right there is hot. I love that. You want to know why? Because if you stop to look at your map and you want to see where you gotta go next, you still gonna get shot up. Like if you look around like this, you're still vulnerable to getting shot, and that right there sucks. So it's good to have that little push up and you can see where you're going, you know, in real time. So that right there is great. And then your visor is cool. Like when you push X and your visor comes up, depending on who you're playing with, your visor will let you know where your enemy is at or provide light in a dark situation. So there's a lot of cool new key points in this game in terms of gameplay that's really good. You see them in the red, they coming at, I'm coming after them right now. Just throw a bomb at them. You know, but like I said, the game feels good, traditional Halo, so you will not be disappointed. Oh, wow. Now, see, if I had a run button, things would be a lot better. That one little situation right there. It would be cool if I could get in that car. But obviously I can't.
No, I don't know. Look up. Emergency stop. Please remain calm. Emergency stop.
Now, like I was talking about the sound, it doesn't come alive. Like this game does not come alive at all. It's really boring. Like I'm telling you right now, it's like when you play in this game, there's gonna be a lot of times where you're gonna be really bored and stuff like that.
What the heck's going on?
So that right there really pissed me off. I didn't understand the reason for it. It doesn't feel good at all.
I am going to enlist.
Watch your speed. Children at play.
I'm 19. And besides, the UNSC is taking everyone it can get. That's exactly what Dad would say.
You know, Train's got a point. A lot of soldiers are dying these days.
He's not a train. He's a city. A bad, bad city. That worked when I was a kid.
Can't go through this door. Now, to get on with more stuff, in terms of the presentation, this game, I wouldn't say it's a letdown, but considering this is Halo, 2 million sold first week, you supposed to want more, and we didn't get that. Now I'm gonna tell you what I'm talking about. The presentation, you know, they talk in the beginning, they drop off this drop ship, and then that's it. Like nothing else. You just go into the fight. Now the problem with that is that it doesn't get you set up to fight in terms of getting you hyped to fight. And then on top of that, the music when you get into the game is really boring, you know? So that right there just puts a damper on how the game starts. You see what I mean? And that right there is not popping at all. Boom. Got him. And also the presentation isn't epic like what you would expect in, you know, a Halo game. This is supposed to be the best game, best franchise, you know, ever created, and it's not happening. They all behind those turrets. Gotta shoot him off. Now you see the game for yourself, you know. You mean to tell me this is like extremely exciting? You know what I mean? It's like, this is a game that sold 2.2 million. Now I ain't trying to downplay it. You know, it is a good game, but you know, we just want more. And we deserve more. Because this game, you know, after waiting 2 years for it, we should get, you know, a lot more. And we didn't get it. Oh, wow. Crazy. Oh, punched him in the face. So you see everything yourself. Now in terms of the features, you know, they got firefight mode, which is basically like a survival mode, and you can play it with your friends. Now that joint right there is hot, like, because the fact that you can play with your friends and go through all of that is so hot, it's so cool. Now a lot of people may be like, oh, it's just survival mode. Well, the fact that you got your friends and you're not by yourself, it makes it that much more fun. And you got the file sharing where you can share files and upload them and let everybody else see it. That right there is cool in terms of, you know, community and showing people, showing off what you can do and what you've done with your team. That right there is fun. You know what I'm saying? So in terms of features, they really got a plus on that. Now, another thing is that a lot of people was kind of complaining about the fact that you need a second disc, you know, to play multiplayer. And you know what? So what? You need a second disc. So what? As long as the multiplayer is good, you know, it shouldn't be too much to complain about. You know, so all the fanboys out there throwing jabs, talking about if it was on Blu-ray, it wouldn't need an extra disc. Hey, you know what? You're right, but so what? You know, the game is still good, and it's definitely worth picking up. You know, and 2.2 million people already did. Y'all gotta watch out for these things. Got those shields on them, so you gotta be careful. You gotta hurry up and get out of there. Now you see the game. Now overall, I gave this game an 8 out of 10 because one, the sound is really boring. Like this game will make you go to sleep at times. That's how boring the sound is. Now I know a lot of people like, oh, he's being too picky with sound. No, if you play any game and the sound ain't matching or ain't nothing good about it, you're gonna catch yourself being real bored with the game. All right, I'm serious. You're going to catch yourself being real bored with the game. So I feel they need to do a lot better with the sound, up the graphics, and they'll be on their way to something amazing. Now, we all know we have Halo Reach to look forward to. So this is another reason why, you know, this game was a good purchase. So overall, The gameplay is tight.